Welcome to Kitchenesia, your cozy corner for all things kitchen inspiration and design. Whether you're dreaming of a vintage industrial vibe or a warm, inviting space perfect for winter gatherings, we've got you covered. Here we explore unique kitchen styles, clever layouts, and charming details that make your kitchen truly feel like home. So if you love discovering beautiful, practical ideas to refresh your cooking space and add that special touch of warmth and character, you're in the right place. Let's dive into the heart of the home together and make every kitchen moment memorable. Imagine stepping into a Diane Keaton-inspired industrial vintage kitchen where the warm glow of winter lights softly embraces exposed red brick walls. The L-shaped layout feels inviting with its rustic wooden cabinetry and aged brass hardware adding character. Vintage cast iron stove and open shelves filled with antique kitchenware bring a nostalgic charm. Cozy woolen textiles on a wooden bench complete the scene, creating a perfect blend of warmth and timeless style. It's space that feels like home instantly. This industrial vintage kitchen captures the essence of Diane Keaton's style with its rough textured brick walls and reclaimed wood countertops. The warm golden lighting reflects off copper pots, making the space feel alive and cozy during winter. A farmhouse sink and vintage ceramic tiles add subtle elegance, while soft wool rugs on the concrete floor add comfort. It's a perfect spot for quiet mornings and peaceful afternoons in a homey atmosphere. Step into a space where Diane Keaton's charm meets industrial vintage design. The L-shaped kitchen features exposed brick walls with visible mortar and dark wooden beams overhead, creating a rustic yet elegant feel. Warm winter sunlight filters through large windows, highlighting vintage metal pendant lights and worn leather bar stools. Open shelves display antique kitchenware, and soft area rugs add warmth to the natural stone floor. It's a cozy retreat for anyone who loves authentic vintage vibes. This vintage industrial kitchen inspired by Diane Keaton feels like a cozy winter haven. The L-shaped layout is set against whitewashed brick walls with rustic wooden cabinetry showing signs of age and use. Cast iron cookware hangs proudly, while thick woolen curtains and burnt sienna add a splash of color. The farmhouse sink and handmade braided rug on the natural wood floor complete the inviting atmosphere, making it a perfect spot to unwind and enjoy winter's quiet moments. Imagine a wide view of an industrial vintage kitchen where Diane Keaton's style shines through. The L-shaped counters stand boldly against raw red brick walls, warmed by soft yellow lighting. Reclaimed wood countertops with visible grain and antique brass fixtures bring character, while vintage enamelware adds nostalgic charm. A large wooden dining table with mismatched chairs invites comfort, surrounded by woolen throws and cushions in deep orange and brown, creating a space that feels both rustic and inviting. Feel the warmth of winter in this Diane Keaton-inspired industrial vintage kitchen. The exposed brick walls in dark red set a rich backdrop for rustic wooden cabinets with peeling paint. Edison bulbs cast a soft glow over open shelves filled with vintage glass bottles and ceramic jars. The cast iron stove stands ready, surrounded by natural fiber rugs on polished concrete floors. This wide shot captures a lived-in, cozy atmosphere that's perfect for quiet winter days. Step into a wide shot of an L-shaped industrial vintage kitchen where Diane Keaton's aesthetic blends brick and wood beautifully. Subtle whitewash on rough brick walls contrasts with warm filament bulbs hanging overhead. Distressed wooden cabinetry in soft cream tones complements vintage brass handles and open shelves filled with antique kitchen tools. The large farmhouse sink shows signs of wear, while wool rugs in burnt orange and brown add texture and warmth, making this kitchen feel authentically cozy. This Diane Keaton-inspired kitchen blends industrial vintage style with winter warmth effortlessly. The L-shaped space features exposed reddish brick walls and rustic wooden shelves filled with vintage ceramic plates. Warm golden lighting highlights aged brass faucets and fixtures, while woolen textiles in deep rust and brown add comfort to benches and chairs. The farmhouse sink with patina adds character, and the wide shot captures a kitchen that feels like a timeless retreat from the cold outside. Picture an industrial vintage kitchen with L-shaped counters, rough red brick walls, and a cozy winter vibe inspired by Diane Keaton. Soft candlelight and Edison bulbs create a warm glow over reclaimed wood countertops and vintage enamelware displayed on open shelves. A large cast iron stove with copper pans anchors the space, while wool rugs in burnt orange add softness to the natural stone floors. The whole scene feels rustic, inviting, and perfect for winter comfort. This Diane Keaton-style industrial vintage kitchen feels like a warm embrace on a cold winter day. The L-shaped layout is framed by deep red brick walls and distressed wooden cabinetry with aged brass handles. Open shelving holds vintage glass jars and ceramic pots, while the farmhouse sink shows beautiful patina. Woolen textiles in burnt sienna and brown soften the space, and natural wood ceiling beams add to the cozy, inviting atmosphere captured in this wide shot. Imagine a cozy industrial vintage kitchen with rough exposed brick walls and warm winter lighting, inspired by Diane Keaton. The L-shaped design features rustic wooden cabinets with peeling paint and open shelves filled with antique kitchenware. A large farmhouse sink with brass faucet anchors the space, while wool rugs in deep orange and brown add texture and warmth to the concrete floor. The vintage cast iron stove completes the lived-in look, creating an inviting scene for cold days. Step into a Diane Keaton-inspired industrial vintage kitchen where exposed red brick walls and warm winter lighting create a welcoming atmosphere. Distressed wooden cabinetry and open shelves display vintage glass jars and ceramic pots, while a large cast iron stove adds character. Woolen cushions and throws in burnt orange bring softness to the space, complemented by natural stone floors with rustic ware. This wide shot captures a perfect balance of warmth and vintage charm. This industrial vintage kitchen with an L-shaped layout channels Diane Keaton's timeless style. Rough brick walls and warm red hues form a textured backdrop, while soft yellow winter lighting casts gentle shadows. Reclaimed wood cabinetry with distressed finishes and vintage enamelware on open shelves add nostalgic flair. A large cast iron stove and woolen textiles in deep orange and brown complete the cozy, rustic look. The wide angle captures the inviting, lived-in feel of this authentic kitchen space. Imagine a Diane Keaton-inspired vintage kitchen where industrial elements meet winter warmth. The L-shaped counters stand against exposed red brick walls, illuminated by soft candlelight and Edison bulbs. Reclaimed wood countertops with visible knots and vintage enamelware on open shelves create a charming rustic vibe. A large cast iron stove anchors the room, while wool rugs in burnt orange add softness to natural stone floors. This wide shot reveals a cozy, inviting space. Perfect for cold days. Step into a space that feels like a warm winter hug with Diane Keaton's industrial vintage kitchen style. The L-shaped layout features exposed brick walls in deep red and distressed wooden cabinetry with aged brass handles. Open shelves filled with vintage glass jars and ceramic pots add character, while the farmhouse sink's patina tells stories of the past. Woolen textiles in burnt sienna and brown soften benches and chairs, creating a wide shot full of cozy charm and timeless appeal. Picture an industrial vintage kitchen inspired by Diane Keaton, where rough brick walls and warm winter lighting create a welcoming vibe. The L-shaped counters showcase reclaimed wood cabinetry with distressed finishes and vintage enamelware on open shelves. A large cast iron stove stands proudly, surrounded by woolen textiles in deep orange and brown. Natural stone floors with rustic ware complete the scene, making this wide shot feel like a cozy retreat from the cold outside. This Diane Keaton-style kitchen blends industrial vintage charm with winter warmth in an L-shaped layout. Deep red exposed brick walls provide texture, while soft yellow lighting casts gentle shadows. Distressed wooden cabinetry with vintage brass handles pairs with open shelves displaying antique kitchenware. A farmhouse sink with patina and wool rugs in burnt orange and brown adds softness. The natural wood ceiling beams enhance the cozy atmosphere captured perfectly in this wide-angle view. Imagine a wide shot of an industrial vintage kitchen where Diane Keaton's style shines through rustic charm. L-shaped counters against rough brick walls bask in warm winter light from Edison bulbs and candles. Reclaimed wood countertops and vintage enamelware on open shelves add character. A large cast iron stove anchors the space, while wool rugs in burnt orange add warmth to natural stone floors. The overall vibe is cozy, inviting, and timelessly elegant. Step into a Diane Keaton-inspired vintage industrial kitchen where exposed reddish brick walls and warm golden lighting create a cozy winter retreat. Rustic wooden shelves display vintage ceramic plates, while aged brass faucets add subtle elegance. The farmhouse-style sink with patina and woolen textiles in deep rust and brown soften the space. This wide shot captures a kitchen full of natural wood and metal elements, blending warmth and authenticity effortlessly. Picture a wide-angle view of an industrial vintage kitchen with L-shaped counters and raw red brick walls inspired by Diane Keaton. Warm winter tones glow softly from yellow lighting, highlighting reclaimed wood countertops with visible grain and antique brass fixtures. Vintage enamelware on open shelves and a large wooden dining table with mismatched chairs add character. Woolen throws and cushions in deep orange and brown on a concrete floor complete this cozy, inviting. The base. Thanks so much for joining us today as we explored the cozy charm of Diane Keaton-inspired industrial vintage kitchens. From exposed brick walls to warm winter lighting and rustic wood details, these spaces really show how style and comfort can come together beautifully. If you enjoyed this tour and want more kitchen inspiration, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Kitchenesia, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your support means the world to us and helps keep the ideas flowing. See you next time for more kitchen magic.